That includes both the outgoing administration and the incoming one.
We begin with a visit to Doral yesterday by President Biden's Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin touching down in South Florida Thursday and addressing his legacy as President Biden and his cabinet get set to leave office.
I think we've done remarkable things. You know, we strengthened NATO.
He was in Doral for a transition of leadership ceremony at the offices of the U.S. Southern Command. But while he was there, he also addressed the transition of power in Washington, and more specifically, at the Department of Defense.
We will be focused on making a smooth, calm, professional transition.
South Florida is also in the spotlight when it comes to speculation about the incoming cabinet. For Secretary of State, a key national security position, President-elect Trump's reportedly thinking of Florida Senator Marco Rubio, originally from West Miami, who's hawkish towards China and was a finalist to be Trump's running mate.
I think most people think that would be a responsible choice. It would be somebody who does know international relations, who has been around these issues now ever since he got into the Senate.
Shortly after the election was called Wednesday, Rubio was asked about any possible cabinet appointment.
I haven't had any such conversations with anybody in the Trump administration, and either way, I plan to work with them, whether it's in the Senate, which is an important place to be, or in some other capacity. If those conversations happen, we'll have them. But I certainly haven't talked to anybody about it.
Right after the election, a federal organization called the General Services Administration in D.C. begins providing support and office space for the president-elect for setting up the new administration.